Hey everyone, welcome to DKFC. We're talking Euros 2016. This is the match. Luckily, it's at 8 o'clock at night on Monday, or else no one would be at work. That's right, we're talking England versus Iceland. The big country of England versus the small but plucky, word we've used, country of Iceland. This is the real Brexit victory here, I guess, for us. Jamie, what do we think about this match? Are we going to be too much for Iceland?
Yeah, 100%. Iceland's players have already started chatting in the press about this game. And I'm like, why are you doing that? This is what Wales did to us, and it just fired them up even more. Yeah, the interesting thing about this one is I don't know what Roy is going to do in terms of his lineup, because to me, he seems like he's just going to revert back to Harry Kane and play that same team that we played against Russia and for the first half against Wales. I don't know how Raheem Sterling can get in the team anymore, but I'd put my money on him playing again. I wouldn't be surprised, because I just don't know. You don't have any other players that can play this formation. You can't very easily be like, all right, well, we'll play Kane, Vardy, and Sturridge as the front three, because it won't work. Like my team would be a 4-4-2 diamond with those two up front, but I think he's going to revert back. Saying that, I just don't think Iceland are going to be good enough to deal with us. I don't think we've played apart from. I'd say the first half of football against Wales was the worst we've played so far. But apart from that, we've been very, very good. Against Slovakia, any other day we'd have battered them. The team we put out there shouldn't really matter that much, because I think this will be an easy one. I'm going to stick my neck out and say 2-0, just because I just don't think they'll be able to cope with us. I know they've got Sigurdsson and people like that, but they may do well on DraftKings. I just don't think we're going to be that bothered by them.
Edo, what are you thinking? Iceland, small fishes in a big pond?
I have big reservations about England, because I like the Russia game. That's mostly what I'm happy with so far for England. What I didn't like against Slovakia was a team that came in to defend, which actually has a bit of a rickety sort of centre-back pairing. I mean, Skrtel's a hero because he makes last-minute tackles, but Paolo Maldini used to say, I make last-minute tackles because I didn't make those tackles because I was already in position. And here's the thing. Iceland already played teams who have talent, attack in a sort of disorganised manner, and have scored against them on the counter. Portugal and Austria. They can do that against us as well. I really don't doubt that. I think Iceland can score against us. I think this goes into extra time, because against Slovakia, England sort of try and go for 1-2s outside the box. They've packed it. Iceland will pack it as well. But here's the thing. There's never any anticipation from the strikers. No one's ever going into position expecting a ball to come through. I mean, Jermaine Defoe used to be good at that for Tottenham, not so much for England. You know, he used to believe that the ball would come to him, even if it were deflected or if the pass wasn't quite right, he'd get there. England, there doesn't seem to be any chemistry up front. I'm really worried about that, because against Russia, it's now coming to the thing of maybe we should have beaten Russia too. We're the team that didn't beat Russia, kind of thing, because everyone else did. And Slovakia should have had them 2-0, and Wales had them 3-0, and, you know, bye-bye Vladimir. So that's what I'm worried about. I think we will win eventually, but 1-1 into extra time.
Wow.
And then 2-1 England.
Tyrone, how's your confidence in the England squad?
How can you ever be totally confident? You know, I've called for big England wins for the first 3 games, and we've squeaked our way through. Well, we drew with Russia, who were, arguably the worst team in the tournament up there with Ukraine. Wales, we left that very late, you know. And of course, there's Slovakia, and you're right, Jamie. Any other day we would have caught 3 or 4 past them, but it seems to be a pattern here of us knocking on the door, but there's no real bloody hero kicking the door in. Saying that it's Iceland. It is Iceland. They are combative. They are organised. But generally, they're a bunch of guys that play for teams like Mould and what have you. So, but that's the arrogance of me coming out here. England will win this. We have to. We've got to score early, because I'm very tired of this leaving it into the second half of games. Or in the last game, not scoring at all. And I've got the ump with Roy because something quite personal now. We should have won that group. Yeah. We had no business not winning that group. And now because of that, we've got this game on the Monday. If we win this, we play France now on the following Sunday. And this guy's going to be on a plane at the same time that England play France. I'm going to miss my first ever England competitive game. And I'm heartbroken, I'm furious. Anyway, but that's by the by. This game, we shall win 2-0. I think Harry Kane comes back in. I think Sterling comes back in. They've had a good week and a bit off. Haven't they, right? They've had like 10 days off, them two boys. They've had a lot to reflect on. They've had a lot to work on. I would like to think that they're going to come back hungry, refreshed, and tactically ready for what we know Iceland are going to do. They're going to strangle the game and they're going to try and catch us on the counter. They're going to try and do what Wales did. They're not as good as Wales. We will beat them. You squeaked a little bit there.
No,
As mentioned about the personnel.
No, I just think Sterling just seems to be. It's just a car crash. He's
confidence.
That's what I mean. But like, we shouldn't be playing him. He's got no confidence. He's hardly played all season, so another week's break isn't going to do anything to him. And
but
he's reading. He's at an age where he's reading social media all the time, and that's what he's doing though. He's reading social media and he's getting even less confidence.
He's a fan of laughing gas as well, isn't he? Apparently.
Not
Not that that's anything, but that does
like,
trouble me.
you just stick Ryan Bertram there for God's sake. If you've got to put someone there.
And he has done that for Chelsea, funny enough.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like he can do that. I don't think he was terrible against Slovakia. He didn't do much, but like if you're going to have to put someone on that role, like there is only one Danny Welbeck. No one else can do that. Sterling can't do it. No one can do it. Roy hasn't bothered to change the tactics.
No, he hasn't. But the thing is, we know what Sterling can do, and that's the thing. It's like we're not playing him.
He hasn't done it all season. He hasn't done it since he was at Liverpool, and even then, like back end of the season before last, he wasn't playing very well because Rodgers.
I'm actually in agreement with you. I would change it to a diamond, but I think we all know around this table that's not going to happen.
Well, yeah, no, it's the same old thing with England. You're always like, yeah, I'd love him to do this, but he's not going to do it.
He's not going to do it. I don't think there is. I would love to think there's a
and
joker.
it's just like the whole thing with this draw. Why did he make 5 changes? There was no need.
No.
Literally no need.
I'm furious about it, as I just explained, selfishly.
Henderson was cack as well.
He was. Wiltshire shouldn't be in the bloody
Wiltshire
squad.
was-
We said this.
Yeah.
I know, and then other people said, well, he is one of our few potential world-class players. I'm like, well, he played 200 minutes all season.
I wanted him in there, but he was absolutely. He was worse than Henderson against Slovakia, and that's.
He was far more anonymous. Far more anonymous than Henderson.
Well, like everything he did went wrong. Like, at least Henderson did a few things, but literally every single thing Wilshere did went wrong.
Well, I am predicting England winning as well, 2-0. That's right. The other prediction, I think a lot of people are going to be very hungover on Tuesday in England. And also, bacon buddy sales will go through the roof on Tuesday morning. Those are just some of the predictions. I don't know where they come from. They just come to me sometimes. How do you make your predictions? You go to DraftKings.co.uk, put together an 8-man line at $50,000 budget. You could win big during the Euros. Welcome to the big time.